How does doubling of letters happen in Arabic? Is it the same as in English, where we physically write the letter twice? Actually, it's quite different. Doubling in Arabic doesn't just affect pronunciation, it also has a grammatical rule. And in today's lesson, we're going to learn everything about doubling in Arabic and its unique label, which is called Shaddah. Welcome everyone to a new pronunciation lesson. This is Mustafa Nasser from Arabic Finance. Don't forget to subscribe my channel, activate the bell, and like the video. In English, doubling is easy to recognize because the letter is written twice. But in Arabic, we don't do that. So how can we know when a letter is doubled? There is a special symbol or label used for this purpose called Shaddah. And it looks a bit like the English letter W. It's usually placed on top of the letter, and once you see it, there is a doubling here. Here is a couple of notes about this special label. First, Shaddah does not replace the short vowel of the letter. So when you see a letter with a Shaddah, it is not alone. It's usually accompanied by one of the three short vowels, Fatha, Dhamma, or Kasra. What we do is we double the consonant sound and then pronounce the vowel. Let's try this with this letter, B. With vowels, it becomes B, Bu, Bi. Now let's add a Shaddah. So we only double the B sound. So it becomes B, Bu, Bi. Take note, Fatha and Dhamma are written on top of the Shaddah, while Kasra, which is usually under the letter, is moved to be under the Shaddah instead. That way, we avoid the confusion of putting one symbol on top and another below. In some fonts, they're drawn separately, and that's totally fine. But now you understand how Shaddah and vowel marks are combined. The second point about Shaddah is that any doubled letter is originally two similar and adjacent letters. Just like in English, the first is always a consonant, always, and the second one takes the vowel mark. This is what it should look like. But instead of writing both of them, Arabic uses only one and labels it with Shaddah to avoid redundancy. The point here is you can mentally analyze any letter with a Shaddah into two letters. The first one is consonant, meaning it carries no vowel or it has sukun, and the second one carries the vowel. This is very important for breaking down its pronunciation, as we will see in a minute. Let's now look at some examples. The first word, look at the second letter here, Fa. It has a Shaddah and also a Fatha, which means it is doubled, and at the same time it should be pronounced with a vowel. Let's analyze it. The doubled Fa becomes two. The first one is consonant, always, and the second one will have the Fatha. So in this case, we will have two syllables. The first one will be pronounced as Tuf, Tuf, and the second, Fah, Fah. Notice the double sound comes from the long vowel because we have an alif after a fatha label. Now put them together. Tuffah, Tuffah. Notice a really important thing here. The two sounds of the doubled letter are not in the same syllable. That's why you feel like there's a drop or a gap in its pronunciation, as if the word was written like this. The second example. Here, the second letter B is doubled since it has Shaddah above it. If we break it down, it becomes like this. We can find 3 syllables here. The first one, sab, sab. The second, boo, boo, with a long vowel. And the last is ra, ra. So, sabbura, sabbura, sabbura. Again, the 2 b sounds are in different syllables. The third word, it's originally written as with 2 m letters. There are 2 syllables here. And me. So the full pronunciation is ummi, ummi, ummi. And again, we see the doubled letter split into 2 syllables. It's just like writing it as. You get the point. In doubling, the second letter takes the vowel sound, and 2 of them will never meet in one syllable. So far, we have seen examples of Shaddah used in the middle of the word, along with a regular short vowel. But what if the doubling happens at the end of the word, especially with tanween, or the double vowel mark? What will happen when we see an indefinite word whose last letter is doubled? We shall have the doubling as well as the end sound of tanween. To learn more about tanween, check the previous lesson in this course. You will find its link in the video description below. Let's take this word, which means love. Here, the second letter B is doubled. It has a shaddah, but no vowel mark. And since the shaddah is alone, and there is no any vowel mark, it means this letter is temporarily consonant, as we explained before. Even if we separate them, as we did before, both letters will be consonant. So the whole word has only 1 syllable. Hubb, hubb. Just to play around, what will happen if the shaddah label is not there? The word will have only 1 b sound. Hubb, hubb, without doubling. Now let's try adding a vowel mark to the last letter, starting with dhamma. And because the word is indefinite, it will have tanween, which in this case will be double dhamma. Let's do the analysis. Separate the 2 letters of the doubling. The first one is consonant, and the second one takes the vowel mark, which is tanween in this case. That's 2 syllables now. Hub, hub, bun, bun, hubbun, hubbun, hubbun. If we switch to fatha instead, the ending will change to an. Hubban, 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 hubban. And with kasra it becomes hubbin, 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 hubbin. So as you can see, the last letter here carries 3 things. A shaddah to indicate doubling, a vowel mark to show the correct short vowel, and a tanween to show that the word is indefinite. Now if we change the word to definite by adding the prefix al, the tanween disappears, and we'll be left with just the shaddah and the vowel mark. Let's read them. حب الحب حبا الحب حب الحب. Now let me do something crazy. I'll manipulate the labels of the following word. Don't mind the meaning, just observe how its pronunciation changes. يد 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 يدا يدا يد يد اليد 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 يد يد يدا يدا يد يد اليد 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 اليد. Here is a question for you to think about till our next lesson. Is it possible to have doubling at the beginning of the word? Can the first letter of an Arabic word have a Shaddah label? And why or why not? I'll leave you to think about that, although I've already given the answer in a previous lesson if you have been paying attention. Finally, here is a small exercise to try at home. Pronounce the following words according to the vowel marks given. It might look confusing at first, but if you follow the pronunciation rules we have been studying, you'll get it right. Don't forget to subscribe the channel, activate the bell, and like the video, and you will always see a link to download the PDF of every class in the video description below. You can always reach out in the comments, by email, or on my Facebook page. See you in the next lesson.